silver. The many unrivaled characteristics of this tangible asset is why you need to own it. And silver is going to be increasingly needed by everyone. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Yankee Stacking. So I visited my wife's family last weekend down in Massachusetts. I have to admit, it always feels like I'm leaving my constitutional rights back in New Hampshire when I cross the border. But whatever. My wife and I drove down and I had a nice time, as always, with my sister-in-law and her husband. He's a fantastic guy who invests with me in private mortgage lending. So we ate, sat down to chat, and surprisingly, the topic of silver and gold came up. But it started out with my brother-in-law talking about his daughter's boyfriend making money with non-fungible tokens. Next thing I know, we're talking about the nature of NFTs and what they're all about. I'm explaining this massive craze to them. Virtual images, videos, etc., all stored on a blockchain. It's the official version of a picture, a digital picture, even though you can make an infinite number of exact copies of the original, and I tried to explain that to them. Whatever. It's also completely non-tangible, just like crypto itself. Celebrities, athletes, like my man Tom Brady, they're all selling their NFT artwork online. This is absolutely, without question, the height of the crypto craziness. It's going to go the way of the pet rock at some point. Anyway, the conversation moved from NFTs to precious metals when somebody in the room said that there was no difference between silver, gold, and NFTs. I'm like, no difference? Gold and silver are tangible metals. They have intrinsic value. They have practical value. You can make things with silver and gold. Gold has many uses. Silver even more so. So I think I handled myself pretty well under the circumstances. But I could hear Mrs. Yankee chuckling next to me. She knew what was coming, right? And then I listed off several real uses for the white metal. And when I got back home to New Hampshire, I pulled up a cool fact sheet provided by an interesting mining company named Silverton Metals. Yes, full disclosure, right now, I've been reading through Silverton's company information, and I am considering them for possible inclusion into my model mining portfolio. They're sponsoring this video, but they have no say on my opinion of them. I like the fact that they are a rare silver pure play in the mining sector. I think that's pretty cool. But first, let me go through this really interesting list of silver's powerful usefulness and see how many I remembered. Okay, the first one is silver investment. Totally mentioned this, spent the bulk of the conversation there. Physical metal, huge. For me, that's my primary focus. Physical silver and gold constitutes 95% of my precious metals allocation. Only a very, very small portion of my investment portfolio is in precious metals mining stocks. Silver in automobiles. Yes, I mentioned this one to all of them. Silver in solar energy. Yep, I think I said that one. Silver in 5G networks. Okay, I admit I didn't think of this one, actually. Silver in electrical components. You know, my brother-in-law is an electrical engineer. Even he chimed in on this one. He said, yeah, silver in medicine. Okay, I forgot to mention this one. I admit it, many of you out there know what colloidal silver is. Silver in catalysts. Oops. Yeah, this one would have been a good one to mention. Silver in aerospace. Yeah, I mentioned this one. Silver in water purification. You know, I hate to admit it, but I didn't know this one. Silver in windows. Missed this one too. Silver in electroplating. Knew it. Mentioned it. Silver in photography. I actually skipped this one. It's declining with the use of digital photography, obviously. Silver in jewelry. Totally hit on this one. Both silver and gold got to where they are largely because of their beauty. Shoot, I am wearing both silver and gold on my fingers right now. Something else I mentioned was that under our current Biden administration and their focus, on a Green New Deal, some of these benefits I mentioned earlier are only going to go up, way up. And when it comes to silver mining companies, that is another play that you can make for massive potential profits. I'm looking very carefully at Silverton Metals Corp. And, first off, I have to say I like the fact that they are a pure play on silver. Like I said, their focus is silver, and they have some intriguing properties. Back in March of 2021, Silverton acquired 100% interest in 3 Mexican silver assets. They got them from Silver One Resources: Peñasco, Quemada, La Frazada, and Pluton. Now, Mexico, okay? It always raises my concern a little because it can be a very challenging jurisdiction. I'm actually not finished evaluating how they mitigate their risks here, but there's a reason miners go to Mexico. And these Mexican locations are in prolific silver mining areas. Peñasco's resource numbers look really good, at least historically speaking, that is. We're talking over 9.6 million ounces of measured and indicated silver resources. The location is accessible from the capital of Sonora via paved and good quality dirt roads. They will have to acquire water use rights for future mining operations, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But there's good projections here, primarily with silver, although there's minor amounts of gold and copper with that as well. Silverton plans to drill 4 targets identified by geophysical surveys and complete an updated resource estimate next year. They've also completed the necessary environmental reports that are required for drill permits, so that's big. The goal was to start drilling this month in October. Haven't seen news break on that front yet, but I'm watching carefully. La Frazada looks very good too. It's accessible, again, by paved and good quality dirt roads, and it had some small-scale mining in the past that yielded some very high grades. Its most recent estimate was calculated back in 2008 by Silvermex, but it has a historical M&I of 4.69 million ounces of silver. Wow. Along with 3,200 ounces of gold, 31.3 million pounds of zinc. Guys, these are 2 huge properties, almost 40 square miles combined. Oh, and I also forgot to mention Pluton. That's a land package that's very close to some historically high-grade silver resources, one of which is the highest grade silver producer in Mexico. Guys, it's about location. So Pluton's got some potential with silver, lead, zinc deposits, although the property hasn't been drill tested at depth yet. So that's the plan there. Their leadership team has a lot of experience in mine exploration and management. Actually, over 100 years of combined experience. That's a lot. A lot of fly-by-night junior miners do not have a team worth spit. And the biggest success or failure metric, in my opinion, is management. So look for geologists and directors that are not new to the business. John Theobald, CEO and president, has over 35 years of experience. He was previously the CEO of the highly successful Anglo-Pacific Group, a royalty company out of London. That's what you want in a team. Financially, they look good too. They raised 9.26 million Canadian with Palisades Gold Corp Limited. That's big pockets right there. They have just over 27 million shares outstanding with a market cap of under 20 million as of June this year. And that's actually quite small. From what I could tell of insider ownership, Three main pieces here: Silver One Resources, Palisade, and other new shareholders. And the remaining are Plymouth shareholders, which, by the way, Plymouth shareholders is a capital pool company. That's it. I think that looks pretty good. Silverton Metals is a young, high-risk reward microcap stock. In fact, they just got on the over-the-counter market in the U.S. under the ticker symbol SVTNF. I would say three things here. Research them yourself. Okay, go to their website, check them out, read about them. Put them on your watch list and consider them as a speculative silver pure play. Well, I really hope you enjoyed my discussion on silver's incredible usefulness and the opportunity with Silverton Metals. Please smash that like button. And as always, I hope your day is A-OK.